Right, today I'm going to do a red devil variant. This is an inch copper tube, slipstream tube from Vineyard. And this is an 8/0 thread. It's an UTC Ultra thread in red, and this here it's a 70 denier, same sort of thing as a 8/0. I'm going to put a uni French oval rib on in silver, and that's in small. Tie it on the back side, going all the way down. Don't worry about your threads not being completely touching on this part, because it will cover up. Right away you're going to start your twists at the back. Leave a space enough for your tube to slide on, which retains your treble hook or your double hook on the back. Finish off with your thread right at the back where you're going to start your first wind with your rib. I like to put a bit of a tag on the back as well. It secures everything and it looks canny. So come forward a couple of turns, put a bit of wax on just for good measure. This is done, I don't know what actually the original pattern is done in. My friend has asked us to do this. My friend Joe Clark's asked us to do it, because he's just seen the rusty nail one that Davey McPhail's put on YouTube, and I tied a rusty nail actually to that video what Davey put on, and it was an exceptional video, and it looks a lovely fly actually. So my mates asked us to do a red version. This is a gold holographic I'm putting in, because I like the holographic tinsel. It shows off really well, and I think the fish could possibly find that irresistible. Like, it's a holographic gold tinsel. It's in a large or a size 12 or similar. Put that on, length of the body, wind it back through, securing them both in on the way forward. Get to about where you're gonna tie it in at the front, and pretty simple one this. Put the appropriate fold in the tinsel rib, the tinsel body, sorry. Straight turn at the back, cover everything up, and start on your forward turns, keeping everything nice and tight as you can. Make sure you're covering up. I've done a few of these before. I'm not the best, like, and I've done a few where there's just been a beginner myself. I've done a few when I've finished the fly off and I've looked at the bloody body, realised when I've finished I've missed it. I haven't had the turns tight enough, and there's a bit of thread showing through, you know. So if you can check, it pays to check. Over the top with that, secure it in. Put it off. I've just realised there, I've given it a few turns to get it home where you need it. I've just realised there I've used a silver oval tinsel on this one. I was probably going to use a gold actually, but silver's on, so that's what we'll use. Doesn't make any difference at all to me. Still a lovely fly. We'll still fish. A few turns at the back, secure it up, get the job right. Just like what you would on a tag really, and then start your forward angle turns. Slight angle forward. Try and keep the spacing something similar. It's not a big issue if it's not either. Again, I don't think the fish are going to mind. A few securing turns underneath. Cut it off. Plenty of wax for to secure it in. You know what? I've never really done many of these before, but I tell you what, the simplicity of it, I love it. Right, I've got red in my stacker, bucktail, points facing down. Get them stacked up. let's have a look. This should be a laugh because I've never done many of these before. I've just watched Davy McPhail wrap a lovely one all the way around in one turn. That's not going to happen on this video. It's going to get put on for size. 1, 2, size it up, place it on. Over the top, try and twist it as you can. It's not going to happen for me, like. So what I do is feed it through with my fingers all the way around. Come back over the top a bit. Have a look round. See, it needs to go in a little bit more there. A bit thicker there. Yeah, that's not bad, that'll do. Right, couple of tight turns. Plenty of wax on your thread. Now the tendency when you're doing these is your thread turns will slip forward or they'll slip back. Mine sometimes when I tighten them slip forward and push forward and fall off the end, so keep them tight. Right? Very, very fine scissors. Go on round, nip them in underneath. Tedious bit, but put them in underneath, cut right up your thread cut. If you can, as close as you can get. All the way around. You might not be able to see on the back there. Oh, just passed a little bit of wind there as well. You sometimes do that when you're tying flies. Hopefully you couldn't hear it. And that you'll see as you're turning on your rotary vise, you'll be putting extra thread turns on, which are unnecessary. So what I normally do is, once I've tied them on, like that, once I've cut them, cut round like that, I unwind the appropriate amount of turns to go back and check. And you'll find you've got the odd one that you've missed, or that's slightly longer, so you can get a bit more cut off. And if you want, you can try and nip them back that little extra bit. Not too much though, because you do need to get a good head. Right, come back with your turns. Plenty wax on your thread. Before I wax this up, before I start any more turns here, am I happy with it? With it's turned, yes. Now what I like to do, because I cut things so short on the front end, just the way I do it, keep things tight as out. Well, just keeping everything tight and cutting things very short. You do have a worry that they might come out. Mind if nothing's ever come out what I've tied yet. And I can vouch for that because I'm a very, very rough caster. I just started salmon fishing last season in October and my casting's appalling. So whatever way I'm doing it here, it must work with the super glue for rough casters, you see, like myself. Keeps it all held in. Right, now tight, really tight. This is where you could snap your thread because I'll let you get mine tight as anything, going down towards the end. See, it slips there. Now wipe your glue so you get a base. See where you're at. You'll have a bit of a step where the bucktail was cut. So a bit more wax on your thread. Build that step up a little bit. You can like tie it out, if you see what I mean, with a thread before you come back up. There. Champion. Bit more wax. That's that, lovely. Right, on the top I've got this sort of old gold looking I don't know what it is, you know. It's a crinkle flash or something in gold, or flashaboo in gold, I don't know. One of the flashy bits of tinsely things you get for tying in. Put it on the top, come forward to the middle of the head or so to tie it in, so you can come back a few turns to secure it. Same length as the fibres. Fold it over. I'm putting this on the top because I like it on the top and I like it on the bottom of the fly because I have the jungle cock in the middle. So I kind of just think that it balances the fly out a bit, you know. upside down. Tricky bit here, because you'll have to gauge from the top to the bottom, so your tinsels are in square to each other. So get that to the bottom. So now you're about at the opposing angle of it. Tie it in. Fold it back. Cut it off before you come back round. Right, come back round with that. It does look crap, you know, at the start. Don't worry about it. Looks like there's a right big old mess of bucktail and tinsel flying about, but it comes together, this fly, as you can. Right, I did have 2 bits of jungle cock here ready for this. Right, I have. Here we are. 2 bits of jungle cock. Put them in together. That's the back side, front side. Put them in over the top. I'm going to put them in about the full length of this body back to the tag at the back. Maybe just a little bit shorter. And slide them down the sides. Give them a secure and turn in. Try not to catch any of them fibres. What's that sitting like? Spot on. I didn't like catching them fibres in when I'm doing the flies. Come down slightly towards the front. Fold your jungle cock back gently. When you're folding back, make sure you don't tilt your eyes, because they can tilt. When you fold them back, you can affect the tilt. Couple of thread turns in at the front. Plenty of wax on, you see. That's dried up actually, that. Put some more wax on. This does, looks like a right messy old fly. I hope it turns out alright. We're going back down with a bit of wax on and try and catch that jungle cock in. Aye aye. Any bother at all. Okie dokie. Put the whip finish on it. And I promise you this is going to come together. The whip finish on. Show you a little trick at the end which I've figured out. I hope it's a trick anyway. And get your jungle cock eyes, trim the excess off. Right, for this messiness, what I like to do is to get my finger, push it down on the top and put a crease in the bucktail and the flash and the jungle cock eye all the way around. And what you'll find this does is it streamlines your whole fly a hell of a lot better. You find if you didn't do this, you have the legs, or the fibre should I say, of the bucktail splayed all over the shop. You'll see, look, when you do that, the whole fly starts to sit a lot better. You see that? It's not going to be one of them flies that shows on the vise, this one. I'll have to take it off the vise actually and see if I can show it to you in the end. Super glue. Good coating of super glue on this, on the head. Don't be scared if there's a little bit runs off and goes onto the fibres, because your bucktail goes just at the base. You're not impeding any movement. The fibres there. It's a good coat of super glue, that. Now, that's my version of the Red Devil. Very easy inch copper tube to tie there. Thanks for watching. I'll try and take it off this vise to show you. I'm probably going to get super glue all on my fingers here, like. Try and show it a bit better. Yeah. That's a red devil tube fly. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that video. Try and get this on here for a bit of a... Sitting there. Champion. Thanks for watching.